course, an essential part of life. So why not enjoy it?
Speculating, a long time waiting to hear a word back from you.
This can mean whatever it wants for you, and will probably change throughout your life. You might want to try every food and live with no regrets, or maybe you'd rather focus on what you know will keep your body feeling good far into your life. But for many, it might be a mix of both and some other factors. Ooh, I just feel like singing because we're making tacos. Yes, it's gonna be vegan tacos. It's chorizo con papas, which is like a type of sausage with potatoes. But I love food. I love tacos and Mexican food in particular. And I just feel happy. I hope you all enjoy coming along with me on this journey of making some bomb food. I'm trying out a different type of vegan chorizo. Maybe it looks a little interesting, but what I like to tell myself is it's just plans, right? It's just a plan, so it's not so bad. Maybe. There should really be a love song about tacos by now. Maybe one exists. If you know a love song about tacos, send it my way. If not, let me create my own, because something that has allowed me to truly savor my food is gratitude. Of course, not everyone has the food you have before you, but also think of how your food got to where it is now. The energy of the sun that allowed the fresh food to grow, or the water that nourished them, or the soil they sprouted from. Think of the hands that grew and harvested, those that packaged and transported, and finally, the ones that bought and prepared. It's important that we don't become out of touch from where our food is sourced. Yes, food quite literally grows on trees, but that's not as easy of a process as portrayed. Something else that can be intriguing is thinking of the origins of different food. The selective breeding of certain crops to obtain the foods we now recognize in the market, or the dishes passed down generation by generation you maybe cook or eat in a restaurant. Every bite holds a story thousands of years old. I love to eat foods from my own cultures or different cultures for this reason. Speaking more on diets, I would consider myself vegan and say I follow a plant-based diet. Now, before you run away, I understand some confusion or frustration that comes with even mentioning the word vegan, but I promise I'm not on a crusade to make every last person only eat quinoa for the rest of their lives. Feel free to ask me a million questions because I love talking about myself. I first went vegan in middle school, which was rough. But now I'm on like year 5.5 and it's chill. I'm not a doctor or dietitian, but I'm just sharing my experiences with it. I definitely want to talk more in depth, but that'll be for another time. A change I want to make in my diet that I actually discussed in my last video about springtime, linked below for anyone who didn't catch it, was limiting my intake of added sugars. I've actually been doing a really good job with this. But I've tried to do this many times and couldn't keep up, but this one just feels different. My mindset going into it is that if it's harming my body, why would I want to keep doing it? I don't want to feel like I can't survive a single day without sugar anymore. Instead, I maybe just reach for some fresh fruit or a date. They have natural sugars, so it's much healthier. Healthy eating is not just about diets. It's about listening to your body and recognizing what you truly need. It's about developing a love and admiration for food, because food loves us and nourishes us. It's okay to eat foods deemed unhealthy as long as a balanced diet with all the nutrients your body needs is included with that. Let me just include that the other day I made an incredible salad. Now if you know me, you know I absolutely hate a basic salad. Like, people really serve a bunch of leaves and expect me to enjoy it? Absolutely not. My type of salad, sure it has leaves, but it has to have some warm components like rice, beans, it gotta have some fruit, some nuts and seeds. It has to have all the variation in textures and flavors, and it has to have a lot of color. We are now at the taco assembling stage. I know our journey is almost done, but stick around for the final result. I have really been wanting to improve my plating skills. You know, I watch all the cooking shows, always have my whole entire life. And so this allows me to, like, take some inspiration from these shows. But you can see as I'm trying to play, I kind of drop a little bit of the salsa, but this was a happy mistake because I allowed that to add to some of the creativity of the plating. I did a little smear that you see on all the cooking shows, and I added up a, cute little cut up lime, and I hope you enjoy this plate. But I guess one of my dreams would definitely be to, apprentice or learn from other chefs, because there truly is so much technique and knowledge out there for me to learn. Cooking really is just a hobby for me. I've been in the kitchen my whole entire life. My whole entire family can cook and loves to cook, and I'm super grateful that I am a somewhat skilled home chef. Okay, so I just finished cooking everything. I was gonna, add some green beans for some vegetable. But then I was like, I'm ready to eat now. So I feel like these tacos turned out pretty good. I tried my best with presentation, but it's something I am definitely working on improving. Usually my food tastes pretty good at least, so there's that. But I feel, we eat with our eyes, and obviously we post pictures or videos of our food a lot online. So presentation is definitely a very important factor to it. But let's see how it tastes. The tacos ended up tasting super good. Okay, I won't say super good, but I would say like pretty good. Like, it might have been because I was hungry. But anyways, the tortillas were actually handmade by my abuelita, by my grandma. I love making my own tortillas, but I just have not made it my own in such a long time. So I'm so grateful that my grandma did, and I was able to use them for these tacos today. And the salsa that I used was like a avocado and poblano salsa, and it brought a nice heat, and it was like kind of creamy without having like actual dairy in it, so that was nice. And maybe I shouldn't have added the vegan cheese. Like, it didn't really add much, but it didn't add anything bad, so there's that. I definitely probably should have eaten a vegetable, but when I tried to open the bag of string beans, it like ripped and string beans went everywhere. I didn't waste any, but then that just made me like, it felt like a sign, like maybe I shouldn't eat green beans today. So I just packed them in a little container and put them in the fridge. Like, maybe I'll just save that for another time. But overall, I was super happy with this meal, and if y'all recreate it, let me know. Maybe send it to me on my Twitter or something, I don't know. I hope this video helps you be a little kinder to yourself and to the food that keeps us going. Dieting and diet culture should not be the mentality we live with. Instead, let's replace that with gratitude and humility towards the processes of creating any type of food available. Let's not shame other people for what they choose to eat, but rather display other ways to love food. How do you love food? I think this is just going to be how I end every video, but thank you so much for watching this far into the video. Feel free to check the description below for my socials. And I want to end with telling you, I believe in you. I'm proud of you. And I'm so happy you're here. Love, Ishle.